Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back to another bit of The Last Kingdom in Aurora, and we have done a bit of a time skip once again. I think it's about 5 or 6 months, somewhere around there. Not anything massive happened between the time there, but we did complete the gravitational survey of Remover now. So the Romanov survey vessel is going to head to the final unexplored jump point in here, which will probably be over there then, and we'll see if there's anything interesting there. Now, we're also about 10 months away from activating the precursor, so that means that we might actually find something that would challenge us. Oh, okay, that's actually a rather rich asteroid there on Joyo's system. 36,000 uranium at 0.8, 678,000 neutronium at 0.7, 349,000 carbamide at 0.8, 360,000 titanium at 0.8, and over 900,000 boronite at 0.7. So, wow, that is a rich asteroid. My goodness. Oh, and we just completed the naval headquarters in Veralis. We started producing the military academy, and I believe we should be completing the... Well, no, the gas cows are still going to take a little while. We'll actually probably complete the... Oh no, we'll complete the gas cows before we get the military academy done. It's not going to be a massive difference, though. We still have a little bit of mines coming along, but we don't have a lot of corundium anymore, so we probably want to limit the uses of that a little bit. We do have a little bit of fuel here still, but we are still having serious problems with the fuel, so we need to focus on not building too many ships at once, otherwise we are going to be crippling that. Because we are making a decent bit of, well, we're making about 5 million litres at the Barracuda Herd 2, and... No, that's the... 2.4 million litres annually. And that's the 5 million is the how much we can store in there. And then over here we have 7.5, so that's a bit shy of 10 million litres in Barracuda alone, according to that anyway. And another 2.5 or 2.4 million in Skofnum. Most of that is still being ferried into Veralis because that is the only place where we can actually refuel. Right now, we don't have refueling system elsewhere. Right, new mineral deposit. Oh, another asteroid. Not as good as the previous one, though. And Romanov Survey 1 is now... Oh, did you go overhaul? But I'm actually going to take away your standing orders right now. I'm going to refit you soon enough. Besides, we can't really afford having too many ships at once out right now. So I'll keep you in here for the time being. We should be hitting the new system within a month or so. Royal Survey 2. Right, you returned home. Oh yeah, you do need some overhaul, so you'll start that automatically. Let's have a look if we get anything. Oh, research completed on the faster engines. And started on the even faster engines. But the difference in fuel usage there is massive. I'm not entirely sure if our fuel economy can currently handle going 150% engines. I think 125 will have to do. But we'll have a quick look at the, for example, the Porcupine, which is our point defense ship. It has some railguns over there. We are going to have to switch around the fire control at some point. And the only active sensor it has is the missiles spotting ones, which, to be fair, don't have a massive range to spot. If we have a look at the... Yeah, it's 400,000 kilometers at resolution 1, which should still be plenty to shoot down the missiles. Like, that shouldn't be the problem. Although a bigger or more powerful sensor would certainly help. Right, but anyway, if we get rid of the engines over there and put down the improved nuclear pulse engine, so it would be 5,000 kilometers per second. It would still have a range of 30 billion. So it's not the worst, I suppose. If we have a look at that only... So it does actually increase the range, although it does have more fuel, so that's probably most of the reason. But the Hornet Mark III's only had 22 billion kilometers. Right. But yeah, we might switch around some of the things here. I mean, we are probably going to have to ditch some of the fuels to make room for bigger fire controls, just so that we can at least track the 5 kilometers per second, or 5,000 kilometers per second tracking speed for the railguns, although... yeah, the fire control can't quite accommodate that yet. But we can certainly make that happen. It's just we'll have to ditch a little bit of the fuel. We still haven't gotten the power plant, but these are technically some that we can produce in due time. Also, I don't think we need the Hornet Mark II over there, so we'll just obsolete that particular ship. And then the Mark... well, yeah, we'll copy the class. And we'll rename that to Mark IV. And have a look at the... so if we replace that, we're going to have to get the bigger... or the better fire control for this one as well. It doesn't have particularly good tracking speed, quite frankly, but it does at least have a little bit of weaponry, and we can certainly get better... ooh, right, we actually haven't started getting the better power plant for this, have we? We could do that. Improve barrel bed reactor... let's actually have a look at it. Design tech, oh right, we should probably get the better particle beams, actually. We can probably go with the strength 2s because we don't have the strength 3 yet. Capacitor recharge rate number 3. I'm actually rather inclined to go for the rate of fire 15 seconds right now. Because if we go for rate 3, it increases the cost but only takes 5 seconds away from the rate there. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be worth... I mean, to be fair, firing every 10 seconds is better than firing every 15 seconds. But the extra cost is something that we need to be mindful of. On the other hand, we can just wait for the strength 3 ones, but if we do we want to have the extra range? I mean, to be fair, it would be extra damage on that range. We would then have to get the longer range fire control as well. I'll have to think about that. But we will certainly plan the power plant. Although, if we are putting... ooh. Right. If we are putting in the better capacitors, we need to have bigger power plants. I mean, technically we can just use the one that we are... or at least for planning phase here, we can just use the one that we have... or if we have with the prototypes here. So improved propellant reactor is at 15 points. It's not quite as good. Or not quite as optimal. But I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to take a little bit of the fuel away, I reckon. Not to mention... oh, right. I suppose we can lower the deployment time a little bit on these. Let's say if we go with 3 months, it saves us a little bit room there. We could probably get rid of the EM sensors for the time being. I don't want to get rid of the thermal sensors entirely, though. Actually, this thing does not have any of the sensors, does it? No, okay. Well, we could just go with the active sensors, but they don't give all that good information always. I mean, for the most part, it should work, but let's get rid of these. Replace that with a small one and another fighter. I mean, technically, we still need to figure out the new beam fire control. Do we have any of that under research right now? Sensors and fire control, science department, no. Okay, we should probably put something to be queued up. Preferably the range, quite frankly. Although the extra speed wouldn't be bad either, but the range is much cheaper because we are actually a bit behind on that comparatively. So all that going. Well, we'll decide the fire controls once we have that tech. It's going to take a while, so those ships are not going to be buildable anytime soon. We're getting one step closer upgrading our fleet again. Oh, and the Royal Tuck has completed orders. Now what you need to do... okay, you still got a decent bit of fuel, because we got the orbital miner in the space station fleet still. So that would be... oh right, the Disciple is still there. We're going to have to move that away in a little bit, but Anaconda. Go back to Mimung, because that is where we've been mining for the most part. And... fleets... Mimung Mining Company... Release Stratcode ships. And then also back to Barracuda and to Veralis. Right. Overhaul completed for the Seeker number 7. I'm not entirely sure which fleet that is in. Well, apparently Alexandrus... Oh, right, yeah, it is Alexandrus Survey 1. Right. You're not doing that. You may need to refuel, don't you? Actually, you know what? I'm going to remove that. Why don't you just refuel at the Barracuda Heart number 2? Refuel from the tankers there, and then you can head back to Graham, I think. Pretty sure that there's still something to survey there, right? That's at least 2 survey points, but is this... Oh, right, there was some planet over there, but they are pretty far away. We haven't reached that far. There's only 1 jump point so far, so that could be a dead end, and then we'd have to go through Excalibur to reach new places, unless Soyuz is one of the places. Or, well, that might still have quite a few jump points, I suppose. Well, there's 2... Oh. So is this entire branch... Well, no, there's gotta be something. There's at least 1 in Excalibur, so we don't know that it's not entirely dead end. Other than the fact that the planet in there is a bit of a problem. Right, we got the terraforming rate upgrade there. I will get 1 researcher. Where's the biology? Biology... There you are. Assign 1 lab for that one. And then we're going to add the other one maybe for... Let's see. The engine tech would be handy. The armor tech would be very handy as well. Partial strength would be good. Mining radius or mining diameter. Actually... Sensors and fire control. If we can get the science department faster, then we can get to the beam fire control range faster, and then we can actually upgrade our corvettes and the destroyer escort. So that should be okay. Right, let's actually have a look. How quickly is the terraforming going in here? Oh wow. It's going at a decent speed, yeah. Still going to take a long while to get the nitrogen in there, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm okay with that. It's still notably faster than what it was before. Actually, let's have a look at Odin, because we know that... Okay, so it's 0.0004 right now, so it's still very, very slow. Eventually it will be terraforming, or we can terraform that, but it's... We're going to have to get more stations, quite frankly, here. Or installations here. Now, luckily, we still have some in Veralis, and I'm sure that the Faithful will accept the usage of the terraforming installations, as long as they'll get compensated later on. Now, in Crescenia Imperialis... Actually, is there... Right, this... Oh. Okay, it's a dangerous atmosphere because of the carbon dioxide, most likely. So if we get rid of that one... The terraform rate is actually faster than on Earth. So... Okay, getting an installation over here wouldn't be a bad thing, actually. It would be a bit of a time-consuming thing, to be sure, but... Yeah, I think it would work. Also, that reminds me, it is. How well are you terraforming now? 0.001 per year. Okay, that's still going to take a while to get rid of that oxygen. We'll have to increase the speed over there eventually. Right, but let's keep on going. We want to reach... Oh, ship construction, another gas cow. Refitted the Seekers. I wonder, do we have more Seekers that we can refit? We could use the auto refit, of course. And we do have... Actually, we got 3 there. Well, that should be okay. Still haven't revisited the workhorse shipyard though, so we can't really start utilising that particular shipyard. On the other hand, still having the problem with fuel, so probably limited amount of ships that we are working on is for the best. Although, that reminds me, the target over here, you are orbiting Veralis. You have used a fair bit of your fuel though. but I think we'll be okay. So you, space station, tractor the gas cow and take it to the Barracuda herd and release tractor ships. We could potentially even refuel from there, although that might flush it so badly that it might cause some trouble, so I won't be doing that right now, I guess. Let's go back to Veralis. Let's actually have a look. How much do the herds have right now? Scotland has been recently milked, and then Barracuda has a decent bit there, over 1 million litres. And we've got 1.3 million litres over here. Okay, that's not too bad. Overhaul completed. Right. That was the Alexandrus, not colony, survey. Actually, no, that wasn't. Which one was it? Is it, not that one? Hand of the King, maybe? Yeah, and first one is currently still undergoing some overhaul. So you are now in Veralis. I'm guessing you just, well, do you have standing orders? Yes, you do. You know what? I'm gonna let you do the system requiring grav survey for the time being. See where you head from there. Nagling. Okay, so you are going at least through Nagling. So let's see, where does it take it? Probably Hrunting, actually. Or Joyuz, one of the other. If you're going through here. Also, there's still some over here that we can survey. Wait a minute, so we refitted the... Oh, right, it's the Faithful Survey 1 that is also... Oh, it's undergoing the final overhaul there. Right, maintenance problem in Remover. Ooh, 2 different ships are having maintenance problems there. One is a royal vessel and another one is a Romanov vessel. Ooh, and another set of minerals in an... Oh, that's actually rather poor minerals. Never mind then. Okay, Tark has completed orders, so we have even bigger production of sort of fuel here. 2.9 million. Of course, we have no commanders there, which is certainly an issue. Now, oh wow, we actually have over 10,000 build points now here. Not massive amount, but it's still better than nothing. That reminds me, so we're going to get that in February by the looks of it. In January we'll get the last gas cow, but we've still got quite a few of them to build. Now we'll start getting the oxen, and though we'll need to start figuring out what else to build. I mean, I suppose, could we have resources to build another disciple? We could. Okay, we'll build another one of those. At, I think, 25%. And after that, I think we want to get some more research facilities, at least. Let's have a look. So we got those. We'll get another 5. Presumably at 20%. Let's see. It could be... yeah, it could be 20%. So that we can increase our research speed a little bit. It's not great right now. Could be worse, but it's not great. Okay, end of the survey. Oh, right, yeah, you got your overhaul completed. So now you got a decent bit of fuel in there. How about we send you through... Hold on, Dizona, you had another unexplored there. Why don't we go and explore that? It's only going to take 2 months to get there now. Oh, and Collada has been surveyed. Found. And that is over there. It does seem to have 2 potentially colonizable planets, so let's have a look. Ooh, Rift Valley's over there. Nitrogen, ammonia, it does have a pressure at least. Only 1 star. A lot of moons on that gas giant that can be colonized. Mostly low gravity though, so that's not the best. It's a fairly young system though, so this might have pretty good resources. And this falls right into the House Romanov systems in here. I'm going to move you over there now. Actually, I think it was right over there before, but I accidentally moved that. Also, I believe this is a typo here. I'm gonna fix it right in here. Update text. There we go. That was my bad. Right, so, hold on. A3, does that have any... Oh, that's one of the gas giants. It does have some moves there that could be potentially valuable. We'll have to see about that. Oh, and shipyard modified, so we finally got the workhorse shipyard upgraded. Not necessarily something that we'll be utilizing right away, but eventually. Oh, and something that I didn't point out, but we have done is update the Commerce Guild's ship designs a little bit, so we can do Mark IIs of those now. Speaking of ship refits, one of the drachmas, the collector, or the mineral ships we upgraded, we actually lowered the amount of tonnages that they can transport by a little bit. That sort of means that it can carry now exactly 1,000 tons of minerals, and it can do it a little bit faster, or unload it a little bit faster, because we added in an extra cargo hold, not cargo, or shuttle bay. So that should help a little bit with that. I suppose we can immediately start refitting the second one. So from drachma to drachma 2, there's components if we need to. But yeah, that should be fairly good. Now I'm interested to see what we'll find in here. Apparently nothing on the first moons. Or at least the first moon. No, first couple moons actually we found nothing. Well, those are mostly rather small ones, you know. But, well, no, that wasn't a small one. It wasn't a big one either. Well, actually, it is quite sizable. There's going to be another... Ooh, civilians constructed another... Ooh, space liner. Okay. Going to be transporting some people, I guess. Overhaul completed on the Seeker... Ooh, actually. So that's the Faithful Survey 1. What do you have? You are the new one. Okay, so... I will send you down to... Joyeuse. Let's quickly go and check that system situation. So... Oh no, there's still one survey location, which we are actually already surveying. Did we upgrade this one? Oh, we did. Okay, so both of the Faithful Survey vessels have been upgraded. Oh, and fronting... So we completed that. Now, this system is actually meant to be for the Gas Harvesters Guild, because they are doing a lot of work, so I'd like to reward them. A lot of work keeping our ships moving, so I'd like to reward them with a planet or few. Right, so I believe in Nageling we still have the highway constructor there. The next question is, of course, where do we want to build gates now? One option would be to build one to Durandal, but we haven't surveyed that place properly. I mean, we know that there's at least the ruins there, so getting that stuff out of the way would help. We need to bring in a vessel down there. Another one would be getting gates down to Ekisax and Tuanthean. So we don't need to have necessarily any vessels there. Or we could start building up this way. But these are mostly empty systems, so I'm not entirely... I mean, the Zona is not an empty system. There's 2 comets, and then Turfing has some planets as well. That does get a bit far away from most of the stuff here, so I think what we are going to do is we're going to start building the gates to Ekisax and Tuanthean. Because in the end, that's probably going to be the best idea. In our current situation, anyway. So, our fleet move to Hrunting. And then tractor that one. Auto back to Barracuda. Ekisax, you will release tractor ships on there. It's going to take a little bit of time to get in there, but that's alright. Oh, and you already got the one, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Now, we don't know if there's any jump point. Well, actually, there is one jump gate over there. Or jump point, rather. Still having thorium shortage, and it's not going to get any better. But we seem to be out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.